along with all of you. So now that I'm back in gallery view, I see the multiple Zoom boxes on my screen. If you're watching on television, you're actually going to have to get up off the couch at times to see everyone in the community. But what this allows us to do is to have a good visual of each service leader, along with the sound of our sanctuary of multiple voices that Zoom never provided before. So we think that we might be onto something, which is to have our clergy sing together. Victor is in the sanctuary as well, but to be able to see each other through Zoom. As you know, Rabbi Sapphire, for reasons of health concerns, is in her house, but now through the wonders of technology, we can say hello to her as well. You want to say Shabbat Shalom, Rabbi Sapphire?
Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Hey, it worked. Perfect. We can wave to Rabbi Sapphire. Because it is Simchat Torah, we have service Torah readers tonight. So Leah is in our Beit Midrash. Hopefully you can see her in a Zoom box. Our rabbinic intern, Ryan Lesner. I don't see Ryan right now.
I don't see Ryan either.
But he is, should I see him?
I promise he's here.
I'm here. I'm here, I swear.
Hey,
upstairs, he'll be reading the Torah. And if you are a new learner at TBE this year, we want to grant you an aliyah, an honor during our Torah service. And we invite you to find a tallis if there's one in your house. So now that we have given all of those directions, let us just turn now to Shabbat and joy. This is the time of year, Simchat Torah, where we are told just to express the deepest of joy. Joy in life. Joy in knowing that the greatest joy comes from giving, comes from caring, comes from loving. All of those commands that we learn in the Torah. And so today we embrace Torah and we embrace joy in our lives. And so, Cantor Zell, will you introduce a song for us for Simchat Torah?
I would love to, and I'd love if you could sing along at home with us. The only word you really need to know for this song is Torah. Torah, 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 Tziva lanu Moshe. Torah, 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 Tziva lanu Moshe. Torah, 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 Tziva lanu Moshe. Torah, 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 Tziva lanu Moshe. Morasha Kehilat Yaakov, Morasha Kehilat Yaakov, Morasha Kehilat Yaakov, Torah Tziva lanu Moshe.
And so we now continue with the lighting of our festival candles, and hopefully we can spotlight Ellie Katz, one of our, oh, perfect, the whole family, beautiful. And the candles are now lit, I believe. No, they're not. Now I can see better now that a black dress is behind instead of a white house. So if we can light our Sabbath candles. Great, Ellie.
Ellie becomes bat mitzvah tomorrow. Go ahead, Ellie, when you're ready. We're with you.
Beautiful.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu להדליק נר, להדליק נר. Shel Shabbat v'shel Yom Tov.
And Ellie, from our entire community, we wish you a mazel tov.
Mazel
Shabbat
tov,
shalom. We're
Ellie.
looking forward to tomorrow. And so let us now continue rejoicing together. The words are Shalom Aleichem. They're not on the screen. If you know them, join with us. If not, just listen and begin to welcome the Sabbath. Ryan, will you lead us?
Enter.
It looks like his screen might not be unmuted. So
All
we're going
right.
to keep going. I would love to
Yes,
lead
Cantor
you
Zell
in
will.
Shalom Aleichem.
I made it.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem. Boachem Leshalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Barchuni Leshalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tzeitchem. Tzeitchem Leshalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
So I invite you to return to gallery view so we can all join together as we bring in Shabbat. When the mystics wrote the words of Lecha Dodi, they did so out of pure joy because they were so excited to receive the presence of Shabbat in their midst. So let us join together with these words and we'll place them on the screen.
Shamor v'zachor b'diborecha, hishmi'anu el hamiuchad, Adonai echad, u'shemo echad, l'shemu tiferet v'litila lecha dodi. Likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela lecha dodi. Likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha, ki hi mekor haberacha merosh mikerem nesucha sof ma'aseh v'machshava tchila lecha dodi. Likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Hitoreri, hitoreri, ki va'orech kumi ori, uri
If you'd like to stand, you're welcome to do so. If not, let's open up our hearts to the Sabbath. Enter in peace. Enter in joy.
Shabbat nekabela, Pinei Shabbat, Pinei Shabbat nekabela.
Let's be seated once again.
Let us continue with words of Ahavat Olam, a prayer of giving thanks to God for the gift of Torah, for the gift of loving God in our lives. I'm going to invite Leah Sharon, one of our educators and song leaders, to lead us this evening.
Ahavat Olam, Beit Yisrael, Amcha, Ahavta, Torah u'mitzvot, Chukim u'mishpatim, otanu imadecha. Yai lai 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 lai, yai lai lai la 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 lai, yai lai 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 lai, yai lai 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 lai. We join together with a deep breath, cover our eyes to hear the oneness that is beyond us. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Va'ed.
Let there be love and understanding among us.
Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storm. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Hashkivenu, Hashkivenu, Adonai Eloheinu, Shivenu Shalom.
Let there be love.
Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storm.
Let there be love.
Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms.
Ryan, can we hear you?
I hope so. Can you all hear me? Wonderful. It's so great to be with you and for all of the things that need to be working, that they are working. We join together for the beginning of our center, the center of our prayer service, and in a lot of ways, this is a section where we can begin to center ourselves. And with these words, Adonai Sevatai Tiftach Ufi Yagi Tehilatecha, we open up our mouth and use our words for whatever prayer needs to be said. If you are able, please, you can rise as we begin these words for prayer. And once we finish them, you'll have some moments for your own personal reflection or whatever you need can be said. Let's join together. Adonai Sefatai Tiftach Ufi Yagi Tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Yananai, nai, nai, 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 yananai, nai, nai.
We continue in independent prayer, silent meditation. Thinking of the things that bring us joy, expressing our gratitude. People would like to be seated once again. On Shabbat, we're told we don't ask for things. We're to feel full, except for peace for the world and peace for those we care about, peace of mind, peace of body. And so we'll continue with the words of Misha Berach. Rabbi Sherman.
So if you are thinking of someone in need of healing, of mind, of body, of spirit, or of soul, I'd ask you to place their name in the chat box, which is now open, as we think of so many in our hearts, in our own community, in our nation, and in our world at large in need of healing at this time.
Mekor habracha leimotenu. May the source of strength, who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing and let us say, Amen. Misheberach imotenu mekor habracha lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
And of course, we know that on Shabbat, we also give thanks for those sacred moments that we've shared during this past week. We especially give thanks for birthdays, another year in this world. And so if you have celebrated a birthday this week, we invite you to raise your hands. We also want to acknowledge David Brown, who celebrates his 85th birthday. So David, Yom Holedat Sameach, happy birthday. And Nancy Wolk, another Shabbat regular, turns 79, Mazel Tov. Your husband revealed that number, Nancy. So for all of these things, raise your hand if you celebrated a birthday. We want to see you. How about anniversaries? Raise your hand if you have celebrated an anniversary this past week. Mazel Tov to you. How about, actually I should say a recent wedding. I want to say a Mazel Tov to Anna Lerner, who was married this week in California, a COVID wedding. So even though her family couldn't go out there to be with Anna through the miracle of technology. So Mazel Tov, absolutely thrilled for you. We have B'nai Mitzvah, not only Ellie, but Addison and Henry and Olivia all becoming b'mitzvah tomorrow. How about the gift of new life? Any new births in their family? How about raise your hand if you experienced something new this week you've never experienced before? Think about that one. Well, for all of these things, let us give thanks.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehechianu v'kimanu v'higianu lazman hazeh. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehechianu v'kimanu v'higianu lazman hazeh.
So this week is a little different because it is Simchat Torah. And normally we take out the scroll and we dance with the scroll. So how are we going to dance together on Zoom? Well, we have figured it out. We are going to take the Torahs from the Ark so that we can read, as we do each year, the end of Deuteronomy and the beginning of the book of Genesis. We end the Torah and begin the Torah in one breath as we begin again. And we learn new things each year that we read from the scroll. But how are we going to dance? We are going to dance from home. And so here's the rule. Rabbi Sapphire is going to control our Jumbotron. And boy, she's going to be spying out the
A true
best,
Shehechianu moment.
the
Our
best
first ever
dancers from
Jumbotron.
home. So you ready, Rabbi Sapphire? And then if someone is not dancing and we feel like they really should be, I think you should spotlight them too. That would be a good sign that it's time to dance with this girl. So if you are ready and you're able to rise, we're going to now receive the Torah from the ark.
And we'd like to honor with this moment our student intern, Zach Gondelman, who will come forward and take the Torah out of the ark on our behalf. Ein kamocha ba'Elohim Adonai, ve'ein kema'asecha. Malchutecha malchut kol olamim, u'memshaltecha bechol dor v'dor. Adonai melech, Adonai malach, Adonai yimloch leolam va'ed. Adonai oz le'amo yitein, Adonai yivarech et amo v'shalom, Adonai yivarech et amo v'shalom. And now Zach will lead us in Shema Echad Gadlu.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Echad Eloheinu, Gadol Adonenu, Kadosh Shemo, Gadlu Adonai iti, Uniromema Shemo Yahdav.
And now for Simchat Torah, we sing as Cantor Zell leads us, Anna Adonai, our hakafa, our parade around the sanctuary. Let's get ready. You ready, Cantor?
Yes, and Rabbi, you want to tell everybody what Ana Adonai Hoshiana means?
I think
Save
the
us.
Hebrew is more compelling than the English.
No
But it
problem.
means, please redeem us.
Ana Adonai Hoshiana. Ana Adonai Hatzlichana. Ana Adonai Aneinu Biyom Koreinu. Aneinu, Aneinu Biyom Koreinu. Aneinu, Aneinu Biyom Koreinu. Aneinu, Aneinu Biyom Koreinu. Aneinu, Aneinu Biyom Koreinu.
Here we go.
Here we go. David, Melech Yisrael, Chai, Chai, V'kayam. 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 David Melech Yisrael, Chai, Chai, V'kayam. David Melech Yisrael, Chai, Chai, V'kayam. We're gonna keep going. Al Shlosha Devarim, Al Shlosha Devarim, Al Shlosha Devarim, Haolam, Haolam, Omed. Al Shlosha Devarim, Al Shlosha Devarim. שלושה דברים העולם על התורה ועל העבודה ועל גמילות חסדים על התורה ועל העבודה ועל גמילות חסדים על שלושה דברים על שלושה דברים על שלושה דברים העולם עומד הנה מה טוב ומה נעים שבת אחים גם יחד הנה מה טוב ומה נעים שבת אחים גם יחד Repeat after me how good it is how sweet it is to be together on this day beautiful how good it is how sweet it is to be together on this day everybody הנה מה טוב ומה נעים שבת אחים גם יחד הנה מה טוב ומה נעים שבת אחים גם יחד רוממו אדוני אלוהינו והשתחוו להר קודשו רוממו אדוני אלוהינו והשתחוו להר קודשו כי קדוש אדוני אלוהינו רוממו כי קדוש אדוני אלוהינו רוממו אדוני אלוהינו והשתחוו להר קודשו רוממו אדוני אלוהינו והשתחוו להר קודשו לא יישא גוי אל גוי חרב לא ילמדו עוד מלחמה לא יישא גוי אל גוי חרב לא ילמדו עוד מלחמה לא יישא גוי אל גוי חרב לא ילמדו עוד מלחמה לא יישא גוי אל גוי חרב לא ילמדו עוד מלחמה הללו 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 Last time, my friends, hallelujah, 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 hallelujah.
Can we do that every week?
That was awesome.
Rabbi Sapphire?
Wait, Rabbi Sapphire didn't get to dance.
Let's see a move, Rabbi Sapphire. There we go. Excellent. So if everyone can return to gallery view once again so that we'll be able to see our readers.
Amazing. So Rabbi Sapphire, are you going to let us know about
Our Aliyah.
our Aliyah?
So I have to say, I have never before seen cats and dogs join in for a Hakafah LaTorah. And all generations of our community. That was so wonderful.
It's time for a bark mitzvah if this continues.
So we are thrilled this evening to continue a special celebration by offering an aliyah to all of our learners in our community, a virtual aliyah. So we have a custom of Simchat Torah, of coming up to be close to the Torah, not just to be close to the Torah, but to stand underneath a chuppah as we recommit to a year of Jewish learning and studying of Torah. So I am going to invite all of you, our Jewish learners, if you have a talit nearby, if you are by yourself, wrap yourself in that talit or raise it over your head as a chuppah. If you are with your family, see if you can fit everyone underneath that talit, that chuppah, as we call you to the Torah. So I'm going to turn it back over to Cantor Zell.
Thank you, Rabbi. And it's my honor to call up two readers tonight to read the very end of Deuteronomy, our last book of Torah, and in the same breath, begin over again at the very beginning, Bereshit, in the beginning. And so reading Deuteronomy will be our song leader and educator, Leah Sharon, and our rabbinic intern will be reading from Bereshit. So to call you forward, I'd like to call you by your Hebrew names. Ya'amdu Leah bat Betzalel uMiriam Veron Ephraim ben Pesach Nusan Verivka Aliyah Torah. And I would like to be able to offer, perhaps you can join me at home with these blessings before the reading of the Torah. Baruch hu et Adonai HaMevorach.
Baruch Adonai Baruch Le'olam Vaed.
Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Le'olam Vaed. Baruch Ata Adonai Eloheinu Melech HaOlam Asher Bachar Banu Mikol Ha'amim V'natan Lanu et Torato. Baruch Ata Adonai Notein HaTorah.
Amen.
Vayamat Sham Moshe Eved Adonai Be'eretz Moav Al Pi Adonai Vayikbur Oto Bagai Be'eretz Moav Mu Beit Peor V'lo Yad'a Ish Et Gvurato Ad Hayom Hazeh Umoshe Ben Me'ah Ve'esrim Shana B'moto Lo Chachata Eno V'lo Naslecho Vayivchu B'nei Yisrael Et Moshe Be'arvot Moav Shloshim Yom Vayidmu Yamei V'chi Evel Moshe Vayehoshua ben Nun Ma'e Ruach Chochma Ki Samach Moshe Et Yadav Alav Vayishmeu Alav B'nei Yisrael Ve'asu Ka'asher Tziva Adonai Et Moshe V'lo kam Nevi Od Be'Yisrael K'Moshe Asher Yada'o Adonai Panim El Panim Lecho Ha'otot Ve'hamoftim Asher Shlacho Adonai Lazot Be'eretz Mitzrayim Lefaro Ulechol Abadav Ulechol Artzo.
And the last verse of Torah.
Ulechol Hayad HaChazaka Ulechol Hamorah Hagadol Asher Asa Moshe Le'enei Kol Yisrael.
And we learn of Moses' passing in these verses, but we know that the story doesn't end here. We continue this tradition instructed by Moses to the people, and we begin and we create anew. And so now the book of Genesis. Ryan.
Bereshit bara Elohim et hashamayim ve'et haaretz ve'haaretz hayta tohu vavohu ve'choshech al penei tehom ve'ruach Elohim merachefet al penei hamayim vayomer Elohim yehi or vayehi or Vayar Elohim et haor ki tov. Vayavdel Elohim bein haor uvein hachoshech. ויקרא אלוהים לאור יום, ולחושך קרא לילה, ויהי ערב ויהי בוקר יום אחד.
And God created the world, and it was good.
Asher Koach, Delea, and Ryan, let's join together in the blessing after the recitation of Torah. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torat emet, v'chaye olam nata betochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
So I offer a blessing for our learners who are standing underneath our virtual chuppah with us this evening. And let us all lift our hands as we bless them with the words, Eloheinu v'Elohei avotenu v'imotenu, God of our ancestors, infinite source of wonder and wisdom. Grant blessing to all those who commit to learning Torah in all its forms this year. Open their minds and hearts to new understanding. Give our students poetry to stir their curiosity, creativity to craft, cook, dance, and sing. May they feast on joy and celebration with their families and temple friends. Most of all, source of love, endow our learners with the deepest appreciation for each other's beauty and their own remarkable potential. And let us say,
Amen.
Amen. We look forward to learning with all of our learners in Babayitz or Baderach, our adult learning programs, T-Bell. There is so much taking place within our synagogue community. It's easier than ever before to learn Torah. It's a click of a button, so we hope you'll join with us throughout the year. Now, if you're able, if you can please rise as we return the Torah to the Ark.
We're gonna go forward to the next song.
Eitz Chaim Hi.
Eitz Chaim
Well
Hi.
done. Thank you, Zach.
Eitz Chaim Hi. Machazikim ba. Tomcheha Meushar. Meushar. In English, it means
And we can be seated again.
it's the tree of life. It's the tree of life. So read it, learn it, follow it, and be happy. And be happy. Eitz Chaim Hi. Eitz Chaim Hi. Eitz Chaim Hi. L'machazikim ba. V'tomcheha Meushar. Meushar.
We now encourage you to return to gallery views so that we can see the members of our community and especially acknowledge the mourners in our midst, as it's now that we turn to the words of Mourners Kaddish and we mention the names of those individuals, relatives of members of our own community who have passed away during the past 30 days. Julian Beinart, Muriel Steinmetz-Berg, Shirley Goldenberg, Samuel Grossman, Francis Tonkenau, Ellen Lee Kaplan, Lois Ruth Martin, and Frederick Pike. We also think of those who passed away at this season, and we invite all the mourners in our midst to rise at this time or raise your hand so that we can acknowledge you if you're observing a yortzeit, or if you've lost an immediate family member during the past 30 days or a parent during the past 11 months. If you type the names of those individuals into the chat room this evening. I've also been asked to recite the names of Michael Cohen, Shirley Ifshin, Leslie Metz, Sheila Porras, Sheila Rivkin, and Mary Sissenwine. We think of all of them along with all of those individuals whose names are now recorded in our chat room. And if the mourners in our midst would rise, if you're able, and recite words of Mourner's Kaddish, as you'll see on the screen. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemer Rabba, v'yamad yivrach chiruteh v'yamlich malchuteh, b'chayachon v'yomechon v'chayed chol Beit Yisrael, b'galav izman kari v'imru amen. Yehei shmei Rabba mavarach le'olam olomei olmaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitba'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitalev v'yithalal shemei d'kudeshah b'richu. Le'ela min kol berchata v'shirata tushbachata v'nechamata. Ta'miran b'yama v'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya. V'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav. Hu yaseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen.
Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael.
So tomorrow we observe Simchat Torah and Yizkor. Rabbi Sherman?
Beginning at 9:30 tomorrow morning, we'll join together for a Yizkor service, followed by 10 o'clock, our morning blessings, and some Simchat Torah, 3 more Hakafot with teachings by our rabbinic intern Ryan, Allison Kerr, and myself. And so I hope you will join us.
Our family learning programs, Babayit, and our children's learning programs, and Chavaya and Baderech are beginning, as well as all of our adult learning programs. So once again, we invite you to sign up. Please join in the learning. Next Friday, well, now that the Chagim, the holidays are over, we'll develop a pattern of rabbinic sermons returning.
Yes, next week.
Yes, Rabbi Sherman will speak. Then the week after, we're going to continue with our programming on Shabbat evenings as well, meaning a 6 o'clock service. Then we invite you to have dinner at 7 and return at 8 o'clock for a more developed learning opportunity. Tonight, if you would like to, actually, we're going to start next week. No, we're going to start the 23rd. We're also going to have opportunities at Oneg for people to stay on after our round of Shabbat Shaloms to meet one another in breakout rooms and to continue to develop the relationships even on Zoom. Let us now turn to the Kiddush and the Motzi.
And we're actually going to do a special Kiddush tonight, as it is one of our
holiday.
3 festivals. And I'm not sure if any of our other Bar Mitzvah students have joined. Okay, I'm getting a no from Rabbi Sapphire, but we're thinking of them. As if somebody can lift up a Kiddush cup, and we will join together, thank you, Rabbi, with these words. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen.
And now for the holiday.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bachar banu mikol am, veromemanu mikol lashon, v'kiddushanu b'mitzvotav, v'titen lanu Adonai Eloheinu be'ahava, Shabbatot limnucha u'moedim lesimcha, chagim u'zmanim lesason. Et yom ha-Shabbat hazeh ve'et yom hashmini chag ha'atzeret hazeh, zman simchatenu mikra kodesh, zecher litziat Mitzrayim. Kivanu v'acharta, v'yotanu kidashta mikol ha'amim, v'shabbat u'moadei kodshecha be'ahava u'v'ratzon, b'simcha u'v'sason hinchaltanu, Baruch atah Adonai, Mekadesh HaShabbat b'Yisrael v'hazmanim.
L'chaim, take a sip. And now that we've said Kiddush for Shabbat and the holiday, we take hold of a challah. Maybe we can spotlight some challahs, Rabbi Sapphire.
Oh, she's got her hands full with a beautiful challah and two beautiful children.
Let's join together. I see a number of beautiful chalots.
Oh, beautiful,
There's one.
Lisa.
Let's join together.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz, b'tei avot.
Take a bite, everyone. And now we're going to open up the microphones to wish each other Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat
Chag
Shalom.
Sameach.
Indigenous Peoples Day. Shalom.
Happy birthday, David.
Shabbat shalom.
Hi, Biggie.
Girl, it's Rhonda. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom, Weisses.
That's for my diabetes.
Shalom.
That's sweet. Shabbat shalom, Rhonda.
They weren't on a page anymore. Wherever you are.
Shabbat shalom. Shalom, everyone. Carol, Shabbat shalom. Carol, Shabbat
Hi, Nancy and Howard.
Marilyn, Shabbat shalom, Marilyn.
Rabbi Sapphire.
Shabbat shalom, David. Shabbat shalom, thank you. Thank you. Shabbat shalom.
The camera woman.
Shalom, Hudson Weiss.
I love you.
That's
Shabbat shalom, Marilyn.
Shabbat shalom.
Hi, Rhonda. Shabbat
Shabbat shalom, eternal flame.
Marilyn, I love the Torah.
Oh, is that nice?
Hi, Ryan.
Julie, hi, Julie. Hi, Julie.
Hi, Bob.
Shalom, Mimi.
Shabbat shalom, Carol. Hi, Devin. Don't know if you can hear me.
Hudson says Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
I love your dog. Shabbat shalom.
So much better even than
There are more dogs there than people.
Happy Indigenous Peoples Week.
I love that white spindly dog.
Hi, Joanne. How did it see?
There she is. Bye, Julie.
Bye, Julie.
Otherwise, I would
Shabbat Shalom, Rachel. Shabbat Shalom, Julie. Hi, Jeffrey. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat shalom, Rabbi Sapphire.
Shalom, Rachel. Rhonda.
I see Jody's on, but she's hiding.
Shabbat shalom, Jody.
Hi, Cantor Suffering, if you're there.
Muted. Yeah.
And her screen is off.
It's my birthday. It's coming up.
Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom, Julie.
Shabbat Shalom. Who was that?
Who was
Hi, Rhonda.
Hi, Julie.
How are you?
Good. How are you? Shabbat shalom.
Where are you?
I'm on my porch. On my porch.
What town do you live in?
Oh, I live in Wellesley. Where are you?
I just moved to Wellesley.
You did? Where did you move?
I
Moving to Wellesley Green.
Good for you. Do you like it?
I haven't moved in yet, but I'm moving my stuff at the end of the month. But I'm staying at my parents right now.
Good for you. That's exciting.
It means I don't run into you because I'm living in Wellesley now.
Yeah, we may run into each other. You never know.
Yeah, I'm around. I'm always walking my dog.
Me too. I might see you walking your dog.
Yeah. If you ever want to walk together, we could walk outside with masks on.
That sounds good. You know, there's a new dog park in Natick. You should go visit. I go there a lot.
I don't drive, so I take Uber.
Yeah.
Where is it in Natick?
It's right on. It's past the center of Natick. So you have to.
Out